goblet squat is just like a squat, except you're going to be holding the weight in front of you. If it says knees banded, you're going to put the band around your knees. If not, then you can not do that. However, if you don't have a band, you can do it without it as well. This can just help with some glute activation and that external rotation. So I'm going to start with your feet about shoulder width. Everyone's squat stance is a little bit different, so play with it and find what gives you the most depth and the most comfortable squat, feeling everything activate the way that it should. So a goblet squat is going to be holding a kettlebell or a dumbbell up your chest. Eventually, it will be a front squat or a barbell front squat, various things. However, the squat stance still applies. So this is a goblet squat. You're going to plant your feet. Again, your feet are on the floor, right? You want to create tension. So you're gripping the floor. You're going to drive the floor out, and that should feel that activation. Not only this is going to increase that, but you should feel that in your hips. So driving that out. Going to breathe in, create tension, brace, brace, brace. You're going to lower down and drive up. As you come down, you're hinging at the hips, but this is mainly knee dominant movement, so you don't have to hinge a lot. You want to keep the chest as upright as possible. So squatting down, drive up. Since you are loaded here, I want to make sure that you are not going past the point that your pelvis starts to tuck under. It's called a butt wing. It essentially means your hips have run out of room and your low back is taking over for that movement. So if you watch here as I go down, there's this band to show you. As I go down, eventually it reaches a point where my low back wants to round out and I am no longer moving from my hips. So my hip flexion has ended, so my squat depth is about here. That's about as low as I can go without tucking that under. So I want you to look in a mirror, find a mirror, step sideways in it, and see when that point is for you. Know what it feels like, and make sure you're not going past that when you're loaded. If you're unloaded, it doesn't matter. You can go into spinal flexion, but you don't want to load that because that means your low back is taking over for the strength required to move that weight. So keep that in mind. Another thing you can do to find your squat pattern is a quadruped position. So this can help you find your squat stance. So you can take this quadruped position here, and depending on where your knees and feet are, you're going to tuck your feet under just like basically you're at the bottom of a squat right now. So from here, as you lean back, you can see which width feels the best to sit into, and making sure that your spine doesn't round out as you go back into that. So you're going to maintain that positioning, sit down into it, come out. If it feels better that way, sit down into it. So if my feet are together, I start to round as I get down to the bottom. So that's something to look in a mirror, have a partner play with that, and find your squat stance that way and your squat depth.